Hello learners, this side Piyush from Engtalki, and today I am going to discuss about a very important and interesting topic, that is mastering contraction and connected speech to sound like a native speaker. Before I start, I wanted all the learners to be very consistent and focused throughout the video because it is some sort of, you can say, advanced topic. So focus is required to grab it. Okay, so let's get started. So, if you have ever wondered why native speakers sound so smooth and natural while speaking, it's because they don't pronounce every single word clearly. They connect their words and shorten them using contractions. And that's exactly what we are going to learn today. By the end of this video, you will not only understand contractions and connected speech, but you will also be able to use them confidently in your conversations. So let's start with the basic structure, that what are contractions. So a simple definition could be a contraction is a shortened form of two words combined together using an apostrophe. It helps to make speech quicker and more natural. Say for an example, would say a full form and then its contracted form. Okay. Example, I am. In contracted form, you would be saying it, I am. Okay. Do not. In contracted form, you would be pronouncing it as don't. When you use contractors, you sound more relaxed and natural. Without them, you may sound overly formal or stiff. Okay. Now, coming up to some common contractions. First of all, the full form, then the contraction, and then stating an example. Okay. So the first full form will be I am. Its contraction will be I am. An example would be am happy today. Full form would be cannot. Contraction would be can't. Example would be I can't believe it. Okay. So now coming up to why contractions are important. See, contractions are important for the natural flow. Now, why I'm saying so? Because contractions helps you sound more like a native speaker, right? They reduce the choppy effect of word by word speech. Example, I am going to say a sentence now without contraction, and then I would repeat the same sentence with contraction. So catch the difference. Without contraction, I am going to the store because it is raining. Now with contraction, I am going to the store because it's raining. Okay, so notice how the sentence with contraction sounds more relaxed and conversational. Okay, so contractions can also be used in questions as well. Let's say I ask you a question, what are you doing? And in the contracted form, how you would be ask me the same question, that what are you doing? Okay, let's say, did you not see that? In the contracted form, how it would be said, didn't you see that? Okay. So using contractions makes you sound like you are speaking naturally, not like you are reading from any source. Okay. So the next I would like to mention is what is now connected speech. I hope so. I'm able to make you understand what are contractors. So now let's talk about the connected speech. Again, with the basic definition, we would be starting that connected speech is when words flow into each other's without a hard stop. Yeah, right. So the native speakers do this naturally, which makes their speech sound fast and smooth. Now, what are the types of connected speech? So there are three types of the connected speech. Let's discuss them one by one. First is linking. When the final consonant of the one word connect with the vowel of the next word, that is called linking. Example, go on. In linking connected speech, how you would be connecting it? We would say go on, okay? Get it. In linking connected speech, how we would say it, get it. Okay, a dash in between basically, right? Next connected speech type of connected speech is intrusion. So what is intrusion? When an extra sound is added between the two words, then we say it intrusion. It is basically used to make the conversation even more smoother. Example, I saw it. In intrusion, how you would be saying it? I saw it. Okay, an extra or sound is added in between. If you can catch me, okay. Next is elision. Now, what is elision? When a sound is dropped completely, then we say it's a elision. Example, next day. In elision, how you would be pronouncing it? Next day. The T sound is dropped completely in this. If you can, if you can't remember what I have said, just reverse back the video and listen to it again. Next example would be old man. Its elision form will be old man. The D sound is completely dropped over here. Okay, that's why I've said focus is quite necessary to watch this video because it requires a lot of things that you can only learn by focusing on through the content. Okay, so then coming back to the video, native speakers basically don't think about this while speaking. It's a natural for them, but for the learners, practicing these patterns will make a huge difference. Fine. So some practical examples and exercises which we are going to do right now. Let's pull into some practice now. Try a few examples. You try to repeat after me. Okay. Linking example. Take it easy. Now, how to say in linking example? Take it easy. Okay. Linking example again, one more. Go on. How to say in linking connected speech? Go on. Intrusion example. Do it. Do it. An extra sound. Okay. Elision example. I don't know. I do know. Okay. See, I don't know. The sound is dropped over here. I do know. What sound is dropped? T sound is completely dropped over here. Okay. Next is give me that. Its elision example would be give me that. You have basically heard of this give me that in your school times or in your college times as well. So it's basically an elision example of give me that, or you can say it's the elision form of give me that. Okay, so basically a sound is dropped over here. So my main motive is to say if you practice these patterns for just 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, you will notice a huge big difference or a big huge improvement in your fluency. Now I would like to address some common mistakes that you should avoid during using contractions and using connected speech. So don't overuse. First is don't overuse contractions. People usually overuse them and they means they basically use it again and again in many words. This will confuse the learners and you are not going to make a big difference. Okay, try to use it in the short form, short words, like I have mentioned I am, you can say I am. Okay, these types of or contractions you can use, but don't overuse them. It can make your speech sound sloppy. Next is skipping key sounds. Elision is quite helpful, but skipping the key sound only can confuse the learners. Let's say I say you first, I would tell you the wrong sentence, and then I would be telling you the right sentence, beginning with the wrong sentence. I am going over there. Now you would say that doesn't make any sense. What are you saying? So the right sentence would be I am going over there. Okay, I am going over there. You have dropped the G sound over here, but in the first wrong sentence after O you have dropped the word sound. So that doesn't make any sense. So don't skip the key notes. Okay, include the key notes in your sentence. Next mistake is forgetting the intonation and stress. Even with the connected speech, you need to stress that the important words to maintain the clarity. Example, say if I'm going to the store, not if I'm going to the store. Okay, so you will practice it, then you will gain over the time being. It's not an easy task as it look like. Fluency is very important in the conversational flow. Just try to practice it out and then you would master it. Okay, so now how to practice, coming on to that. um, Basically you can follow, listen to the native speakers as well. You can follow podcast, you can watch interview videos on the YouTube, and you can follow Engtalki also, like my content. I usually post these types of content over onto the channel. You can use the shadow techniques as well. Now what is the shadow technique? Shadow technique is repeating immediately after hearing the native language. Let's say you have heard someone from the native language and you immediately repeat after him. Say, or you can ask him or her that what did you just say? Okay, so just repeat after him or her. So that is known as the shadow technique. That is immediately repeating after the one person has conveyed you something. Next tip would be record yourself. You can notice whether you are making mistakes, whether your fluency is lacking. So then you can improve it. Um, or you can do is practice through groups, make peer groups, make such type of person who are willing to learn and practice with them. You can gain more confidence. Okay. So coming up to the conclusion part. So that is today's for today's session. I think I have covered contractions, connected speech, and how to make your English sound more natural and fluent. Try using the examples and exercises from this video in your daily conversation. If you found this video helpful, please mention in the comment section that yes, you are really going to take this as a homework and you are really going to practice it out. Keep practicing, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much, learners. Have a nice day.